Hello and welcome back to Formula 1 2014, and today we shall be looking at two mods. The first mod of which I shall just show here, is 5 extra tracks. Just for this race we shall be in the McLaren. So, people have modded the tracks from Formula 1 2013, which includes 2 of the classic tracks, into 2014, which is excellent. We shall do a 5-lap race. I shall leave the settings all as they are. And as you can see, we have the Nürburgring, Korea, India, Jerez, and Brands Hatch. And so Brands Hatch and Jerez were from the 2013 classic content. Unfortunately, they can't take Imola and Estoril because they were DLC, and because you had to buy them separately. I think that just makes all the legalities all complicated, so they haven't done that. And then of course we've got the 3 tracks from last year, Nürburgring, because Hockenheim and Nürburgring switch every year, and of course Korea has stopped, and India are supposed to be taking a year out, but who knows if they're going to come back. They should be, but who knows. So we shall be doing a race at Brands Hatch, because I have driven these cars at Brands Hatch, and they feel excellent. They feel brilliant, and it's quite strange because Brands Hatch is a high downforce circuit, I would call it, because of you've got pretty high speed corners at Brands Hatch, and these cars are less downforce than last year, but I found them an absolute blast to drive. And because it's also last year's game, the AI work quite well. I was quite surprised at how well the AI worked, because the cars are different, and I presume they've just taken the AI files from last year's game and just plonked them in. So, I mean, it's been quite fortunate that it's worked as well as it has. And we are also running another mod alongside these 5 extracts. We are running the Realistic Damage mod, which is I think a fan favourite is the right word. Everybody loves the Realistic Damage mod. So as you can see, Brands Hatch looks just as good as it did in 2013, because that's exactly where it's from. And we are in the McLaren. So I'm presuming a start position of, I don't know, 8th, 9th, 10th. We'll see where we actually get. We get 11th, one more step away. So we shall be doing a 5-lap race, and hopefully it'll end well, and hopefully we can show the crash damage. Hopefully not on us, but hopefully we can see some crashes, and yeah, so I hope you enjoy. So here we are on the grid, 11th place. The middle of the pack, exactly in the middle, which isn't really a problem. And we have the inside line for Paddock, which could be very important, as well, we're getting a bit mugged at the start here. We haven't had a great start. Now we need to be very careful. I can hear crashing in the background as there is a Ferrari off at Paddock, and we are up to the inside of another Ferrari, and we do not want to touch any other cars at all, because we will lose that front wing pretty quickly. We have actually had an excellent start, and now we are actually challenging Vettel for another position. Although the inside line is quite difficult, and we end up not gaining the position. The AI this time around are on Legend. I've bumped everything up a bit, so I'm more comfortable with the driving, so I've been able to up the difficulty, and so it's much better now. As you can see, these corners are just ace fun. They are so fast. You need a perfect line on a lot of them, otherwise you are going to lose a hell of a lot. But we are in a stable 5th place in the McLaren, which is actually a good start. As we are about to head on to the 2nd lap already, it's a very short lap at Brands Hatch. Tiny, tiny circuit. And Paddock is just so much fun. Especially in these cars, because they get the oversteer. And it's not really a corner where you want oversteer, but it's not a problem. And nor is Druids. Oversteer at Druids is, yeah, a common thing in these cars, but no matter. Now, we shall try the inside of Vettel again here, but he's just able to hang it around the outside. Thankfully he doesn't clip us, but we're still challenging Vettel. He might have the legs on us down the straight, although we should be able to dive up his inside. Just gives me enough room to complete the pass. And even my engineer is crediting me there. Now this time I am not recording the race live. Well, I'm recording the audio live, but not the race live, so I can keep 60 FPS and keep the quality of the recording decent, so I'll record the replay. But in a couple of months' time, this is more of a channel update than anything, I'll be getting a brand new graphics card, a powerful graphics card, over Christmas. The NVIDIA 970, if anyone's interested. And that is a power card, compared to what I have now, which is a tiny donkey in comparison. And what I have now is an AMD 750, I think. Something like that. A not very good card, pretty much bottom of the range, but we'll be getting a powerful card. So we are on lap 3, we are in 4th place, and we are trying to catch Massa and take a place on the podium in the McLaren, which is quite good. And we are running very wide there, but it is okay. This is the corner I have the most issues with, because there is one line through the corner. If you go wide, you've lost a lot of time and you're going to run wide. But we're okay, we survived. And we have a decent run through the final corner. The final corner here, you can take many different lines, and many lines work. But we are up the inside of Massa going down into paddock. We lock up, and we run wide at paddock, which is a shame. And now we have Vettel trying to overtake us. We give him a tap accidentally, and we run into the grass. Whilst we don't want to lose positions, and Ricciardo is up our inside as well, but we are fine. Now, I am actually quite happy that this happened, because if we overtook Massa, the only cars ahead of us would have been the Mercedes, and they're already about 5 miles down the road, so that would have been a bit of a boring final 2 laps. But instead, we have to fight Vettel. Well, we have to try and catch up to Vettel for the final couple of laps, as that was a poor line this time. But the cars just feel excellent here. I've had so much fun driving these cars at Brands Hatch. And I attacked that curb. Probably a bit airborne there, but no worries. But it is genuine fun in these cars. Much more fun than I found in the 2013 cars here. But that's just personal opinion. Breakdown for paddock again. I could be taking much better lines, but I'm still learning the car, still learning the handling on this game, and it's getting better and better every day for myself when I play this. Getting more used to it. I still think the force feedback is lacking quite a bit. It could be improved, but that's the only problem I have with the handling this year. So hopefully next year's game the force feedback will be superb, but the only issue is next year's game will be on next gen, which barely has any wheel support right now. So hopefully Cody's will still keep their word true to the PC gamers, because we have plenty of wheels to use. Now we're about to get to the final corner on the final lap, so we have not caught Vettel up in time. We have almost done it, as we're running wide, but it's not an issue. So we shall take 5th place in the 5-lap race at Brands Hatch. Not a bad result, not a bad result. Considering we started 11th, so we gained 6 places. That's I think that's a pretty decent result in a McLaren. And that is actually the first time I have completed a race on Legendary. So, yeah, not too bad, not too bad. And Kamui Kobayashi in 11th. Alrighty. That makes plenty of sense to have Kobayashi in 11th. I'm going to presume damage. Oh, yeah, damage only took 3 cars out. The damage mod wasn't really featured here much. I shall probably do another race somewhere else on the track mods, and hopefully you'll see more damage. But that was an alright race. It was an alright race. Brands Hatch is great. I'll include all of the mods in the description for you to be able to download. So it was a 5-lap race at Brands Hatch, and I'll see you next time.